So first, tell me again what the subjects of what kinds of procedures you'll be doing with the subjects of the study.
So people involved in the study are going to be newly diagnosed Parkinson's disease patients, and there will also be a group of healthy control subjects. And in the study, individuals will be asked to participate in several different assessments, including imaging, brain imaging techniques, which involve both MRI and dopamine transporter SPECT imaging. There's also blood work that will be obtained for evaluating proteins, special proteins in the blood that may be associated with Parkinson's disease, and other metabolites or metabolomics that may be associated with Parkinson's. We will also be looking at a number of different questionnaires, cognitive tests, looking at how whether there's a change in thinking in individuals with early Parkinson's, even if it's a subtle change in the way they're able to come up with new ideas or words, solve problems. In addition, individuals will be asked to undergo a lumbar puncture and to look at spinal fluid. The spinal fluid is actually the fluid that's most closely associated with the brain, and we'll be looking at factors in the spinal fluid that is important in understanding the progression of Parkinson's disease.
So how would someone decide whether they were a candidate and should they seek to be part of this study?
So individuals that are currently untreated for Parkinson's disease, and have a relatively early in their diagnosis are considered eligible for the study. Of course, there's very specific questions and tests that would determine someone's eligibility, and they would have to come to a center like our center that's actually performing the study to determine whether they're eligible.
Okay. And is there any age restriction or anything else?
Good question. I can't remember. I'm not exactly sure what the age restriction is. What's that? Is it over 30?
I shouldn't make that.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not sure, actually. I would have to look at the protocol again.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay. And how many subjects will you have in this office?
So at this particular center, we're looking for at least 20 individuals with early Parkinson's and 10 healthy control subjects. Nationwide, there's 400 Parkinson's disease subjects that are being recruited and 200 healthies.
Is there a compensation?
There is a compensation for time. I wouldn't say it's a lot of money over the course of the 5-year study, but there is compensation for time and travel and those types of logistics.
And tell me again how you would, maybe as you would tell someone coming in to be a subject, what it is you're hoping this will accomplish.
So one of the main problems in Parkinson's disease is that we don't have good markers for disease. There's a lot of medications that have been developed to actually treat the symptoms of Parkinson's, but so far no medicines have been developed or are available to slow the progression of Parkinson's. So one of the limiting factors there is we don't have very good ways of actually measuring progression of disease. And identifying individuals even early in the diagnosis. So the main point of this particular study is to identify markers, identify factors that may help us to monitor progression of disease and actually determine whether the medications that are being developed to slow the progression are working. So hopefully it's going to make a big difference in terms of drug development for Parkinson's disease.
And is the involvement of the Michael J. Fox Foundation, how is that different from another study that you might do for, with NIH money or something?
I think the Michael J. Fox Foundation has brought a lot of sort of the key thought leaders together for Parkinson's disease, and everybody's sort of working together on this project toward developing the largest database and really the most extensive information that's available about biomarkers in Parkinson's disease. So this is really, I would say, a very different study than we've been involved with before. In many ways, the proposals and the protocol itself is really different than what we've currently done so far in Parkinson's research. So they're kind of like thinking outside the box a little bit and trying some new, I would say, even new methodologies towards developing better testing for Parkinson's disease.
Can you say more about how it's different from other studies?
Well, I think again, one of the good things about the Michael J. Fox Foundation is I think they bring together, the real thought leaders around the world, not just in the United States. People that are really experts in different aspects of research in Parkinson's disease. Some people are experts at the clinical aspect. Some people are really experts in the lab. Putting them all in the same room and really thinking through how to make the biggest leaps in terms of progress in understanding biomarkers for Parkinson's.